I'm Tim Jackson. I currently run the Mars Center for Impact Investing, which allows me to bring together the two things that I love from my past. One is a passion for social issues, the other is an entrepreneurial background. If you look at innovation and you look at traditional for-profit businesses that innovate, they do so by failing, by trying new things and experimenting. The only way we've ever made major advances, technologically or otherwise, is through experimenting. Whether you look at things like aging, whether you look at things like healthcare, governments simply do not have enough resources to tackle the problems. And so it's going to require innovative entrepreneurial approaches to deal with these issues. All these things are integrated. So mental health is related to issues around criminal activity, is related to homelessness. These things all come together. So you can't really say we're going to deal with one particular issue. It's taking a holistic approach. And that's what I think is great about taking something like GreenHouse, where you take a bunch of people who are all dealing with individual ideas and issues, but bringing them together will help us lead to a collaborative approach to solving these big problems. No one says to a for-profit CEO that you shouldn't try things, you shouldn't be afraid to fail. Well, we should do exactly the same in the nonprofit sector, because entrepreneurship and innovation is critical. And we need to be teaching it, we need to be putting it into practice, we need to be providing mentors, we need to be providing resources. So I think it's fantastic that GreenHouse has said, we're going to do the same thing, but for folks that have a social angle to them. The leaders of our nonprofits in this community and communities across the world are just as talented as the CEOs of our for-profit businesses. When I was running a venture capital firm in the technology space, if a group of entrepreneurs came to us and looked for $1 million to build their business, and we decided to fund those entrepreneurs, we would typically give them $2 million, because we knew they were going to need the ability to try new things, make some mistakes, and nothing would ever work out perfectly. We do the exact opposite with social entrepreneurs and social innovators often. Someone will ask for $1 million, and we'll come back and say, that's a great idea, can you do it for $500,000? Well, why do we take the exact opposite approach? We need to take what has worked in the for-profit, the entrepreneurial innovation sector, and do exactly the same for social innovators.